More isn't always better, sometimes it's just more, whispers a forgotten truth in a world that prizes the hustle. Imagine your time and energy as a sacred treasure chest, not to be squandered on the trivial many, but invested wisely in the essential few. Today, we peel back the curtain on the modern myth of multitasking and reveal why the power of saying no is the real secret to achieving profound success. If your days feel like a relentless race, chasing tasks that multiply like shadows towards evening, this narrative shift is for you. We're about to explore how narrowing your focus can expand your achievements, bringing clarity and depth to your endeavors. Before we dive into the liberating art of refusal, ensure you're subscribed and have clicked the like button. Your engagement helps us bring transformative insights to more people, empowering them to say no in a world that ceaselessly chants yes. Are you ready to selectively channel your energies for maximum impact? Let's embark on this journey of intentional focus and discover how true success blooms when you prune back the unnecessary. Understanding the power of prioritization. In our quest to do it all, we often lose sight of what truly matters. This lesson focuses on the power of prioritization, which is the first step in mastering the art of saying no, and by extension, steering your path toward genuine success. You have to decide what your highest priorities are and have the courage, pleasantly, smilingly, non-apologetically, to say no to other things. And the way to do that is by having a bigger yes burning inside, said Stephen Covey, emphasizing the importance of clear priorities. Prioritization begins with a deep understanding of your values and goals. Reflect on what is most important to you, both in your personal life and in your career. What are your core values? What objectives are you striving to achieve? The answers to these questions will help you establish a hierarchy of priorities that genuinely reflect your aspirations and ethical framework. Once you have a clear idea of your priorities, the next step is to conduct an audit of how you spend your time. For a week, track your activities in detail. You might use a time tracking app or keep a simple journal. The objective here is to identify where your time actually goes versus where you want it to go based on your priorities. This exercise can be eye-opening, as it often reveals a significant gap between our intentions and our actual practices. Armed with this information, begin the process of realignment. Evaluate each task or commitment for its alignment with your identified priorities. Ask yourself, does this activity move me closer to my goals? Is it in line with my values? If the answer is no, consider how you can reduce or eliminate these time expenditures. This might mean delegating tasks, renegotiating commitments, or simply saying no to requests that do not contribute to your priorities. Implementing effective prioritization requires continual reassessment. As your goals and values evolve, so too should your priorities. Make it a habit to review and adjust your priorities regularly, at least quarterly. This ensures that your efforts remain aligned with your most current definitions of success and fulfillment. The skill of prioritization not only enhances your productivity, but also improves your quality of life. By focusing on what truly matters, you reduce stress and increase your satisfaction with your work and personal life. You also become better at managing the expectations of others, as you communicate your priorities clearly and explain why you choose to focus on these areas. This clarity in communication helps others understand your decisions and reduces the likelihood of misunderstandings or conflicts. Additionally, prioritization fosters a sense of purpose and direction. When you clearly know your why, it becomes easier to navigate through the how and what of your daily activities. This purpose-driven approach to time management empowers you to make decisions confidently and assertively, secure in the knowledge that each choice supports a larger, well-considered plan. In summary, understanding and implementing prioritization is the cornerstone of successful time management and personal development. It enables you to channel your energies into the most impactful activities, reject the superfluous, and build a life that is not only productive, but also meaningful. As you master this skill, you'll find that saying no becomes easier and more intuitive because each no is underpinned by a resounding yes to something of greater importance. Setting boundaries for better balance. Boundaries define us. They define what is me and what is not me, asserts psychologist Henry Cloud, highlighting the crucial role of boundaries in maintaining both personal integrity and professional success. This lesson delves into how setting clear boundaries is integral to saying no effectively, and how these boundaries help you stay focused on your priorities, leading to a more balanced and successful life. Boundary setting is fundamentally about understanding and respecting your limits. It involves recognizing your emotional, mental, and physical limits and communicating these clearly to those around you. This clarity is not only beneficial for personal well-being, but also essential for maintaining professional integrity and effectiveness. Begin by identifying the areas where you currently feel overwhelmed or stretched too thin. These feelings often signal where boundaries need to be established or strengthened. For instance, if constant after-hours work calls disrupt your family time or personal relaxation, setting a boundary regarding work communication hours could be necessary. Once you have identified where boundaries are needed, the next step is to communicate these boundaries clearly. This could involve discussions with colleagues, superiors, or family members. When setting these boundaries, be firm but respectful, explaining how these limits contribute to your effectiveness and well-being. For example, you might say, "I've found that I'm most productive during regular work hours when I can also have protected personal time in the evenings. To maintain this productivity, I'll be turning off my work phone after 6 p.m. Enforcing these boundaries is often more challenging than setting them. It requires consistency and the willingness to say no when attempts are made to overstep. This might feel uncomfortable initially, especially if you're used to accommodating others' needs over your own. However, with practice, maintaining these boundaries becomes more natural, and others' expectations adjust accordingly. Setting boundaries also includes knowing when to delegate tasks or responsibilities that do not necessarily require your personal attention, but still need to be completed. Delegation not only helps manage your workload, but also empowers others by giving them responsibilities that can aid their growth. This helps create a supportive environment that respects individual capacity and contributions. Moreover, effective boundary setting helps prevent burnout, a common consequence of trying to do it all. By clearly defining what you will and will not accept in your personal and professional life, you ensure that your energy is spent wisely, thereby maintaining enthusiasm and motivation for your most valued activities. It's also important to periodically review and adjust your boundaries. As your personal and professional life evolves, your boundaries may need to adapt to new circumstances. Regular reassessment ensures that your boundaries remain relevant and supportive of your goals. In conclusion, setting and maintaining boundaries is a powerful tool in the art of saying no. It allows you to protect your time, respect your personal limits, and focus effectively on your highest priorities. By mastering this practice, you not only enhance your own life, but also set a standard for others in how you expect to be treated and what they can expect from you in return. Clear boundaries lead to respect, balance, and ultimately a more successful and fulfilling life. The strategic art of saying no. Saying no is more empowering than saying yes, a concept that is essential to mastering success by focusing on what truly matters. This lesson examines the strategic art of saying no, providing a framework for making decisions that align with your ultimate goals and priorities, while also managing your resources effectively. The ability to say no is a critical skill that supports better time management, stress reduction, and goal achievement. However, saying no can be challenging, especially when faced with pressure from colleagues, friends, or even cultural expectations. To navigate this, you need a clear strategy that involves understanding when, why, and how to say no effectively. Begin by evaluating each request or opportunity that comes your way. Use a decision-making filter based on your priorities and values, which you outlined in previous lessons. Ask yourself, does this align with my long-term goals? Will this take away from my core responsibilities or personal commitments? Does this contribute meaningfully to my professional growth or personal happiness? If the answer is no, then your decision should likely be no as well. When you decide to say no, communicate your decision respectfully and clearly. Provide a brief explanation if it's appropriate, which can help the requester understand your reasons and see that your no is not a personal rejection, but a professional or personal necessity. For example, you might say, "I appreciate your thinking of me for this project, but I need to focus on existing commitments that require my full attention right now." It's also helpful to offer an alternative when saying no. If you cannot take on a task, suggest someone else who might be available, or propose a later time if your schedule might allow it in the future. This shows that you are still supportive and helpful, even if you cannot meet the current request. To strengthen your comfort with saying no, practice it in less critical situations to build your confidence. Role-playing scenarios with a friend or mentor can also be helpful. The more you practice, the more natural it will become, and the less anxiety you will feel in situations where saying no is necessary. Additionally, reflect on the outcomes after you say no. Often, you'll find that the negative consequences you feared don't materialize, and you gain more respect for your time and contributions. This reflection reinforces the benefits of saying no and encourages you to continue practicing it judiciously. Finally, cultivate an environment that respects boundaries and clear communication by consistently applying these principles in all your interactions. This not only makes it easier for you to say no when needed, but also sets a standard for others to follow. In sum, mastering the art of saying no is not just about refusal. It's about making strategic choices that ensure your actions and commitments are aligned with your most essential goals and values. By doing so, you safeguard your time, enhance your productivity, and maintain control over your personal and professional journey. Reframing rejection, managing responses and perceptions. Rejection is merely a redirection, a course correction to your destiny, emphasizes Bryant McGill. This lesson explores how to reframe rejection, both when you say no to others and when others say no to you, transforming potential negatives into opportunities for growth and clearer communication. Understanding and managing the dynamics of rejection are vital in maintaining relationships and self-esteem as you navigate your refusal to overcommit. When you say no, it's essential to manage how the rejection is perceived to maintain professional and personal relationships. This involves clear communication and empathy. Conversely, when others say no to you, seeing this as a redirection rather than a personal slight can significantly affect your resilience and openness to future opportunities. First, focus on your delivery when you say no. It's crucial to convey your refusal in a way that respects the other person's request while firmly stating your position. Be concise and honest in your explanation, providing enough context to help the other person understand your decision. For instance, instead of simply saying, "I can't help with this project," you might say, "I'm currently committed to another project that demands my full attention, but I can revisit this in 2 weeks if you still need help." When facing rejection, Try to detach personal feelings from professional decisions. Understand that most rejections are not reflections of your worth, but rather decisions made in the context of someone else's priorities and boundaries. Cultivating a mindset that views rejection as redirection helps you avoid discouragement and maintain motivation. Next, consider the opportunity for feedback in both giving and receiving no. When you decline an opportunity, invite the other party to discuss alternatives or future possibilities. This approach keeps the door open for collaboration and shows your willingness to engage, just not under the current circumstances. Similarly, when others say no to you, ask for feedback or clarification to understand their decision better, which can provide valuable insights for future interactions. Additionally, manage the emotional aspects of saying no by reinforcing your self-worth and maintaining a support network. Discuss your experiences with mentors or peers, as they can offer perspectives that affirm your decisions or help you handle similar situations better in the future. Finally, use each experience of saying no as a learning opportunity. Reflect on what went well and what could be improved. This continuous improvement in handling rejection not only makes you more adept at saying no, but also enhances your overall communication skills, making your interactions more effective and your boundaries more respected. In sum, reframing rejection involves a combination of effective communication, emotional intelligence, and a proactive mindset. By viewing each no as a step toward better alignment with your goals and values, you foster resilience and maintain positive, productive relationships even in the face of refusal. This skill is essential in both personal development and in navigating the complexities of professional environments, ensuring that every interaction is an opportunity for growth and connection. Investing in long-term goals over immediate gratification. The ability to discipline yourself to delay gratification in the short term in order to enjoy greater rewards in the long term is the indispensable prerequisite for success, notes motivational speaker Brian Tracy. This lesson focuses on the importance of prioritizing long-term goals over the lure of immediate gratification, a key component in the art of saying no effectively. The pursuit of long-term goals often requires sacrificing short-term pleasures, which can be challenging in a world that values instant results and constant connectivity. However, the discipline to focus on long-term objectives is crucial for achieving substantial and lasting success. This requires a clear understanding of your goals, why they matter, and the steps needed to achieve them. Start by clearly defining your long-term goals. These should be significant objectives that you aim to achieve over the years, such as advancing in your career, building a business, securing financial stability, or achieving personal growth. Once these goals are defined, break them down into smaller, manageable tasks that contribute directly to achieving the larger goal. This breakdown not only makes the goals seem more attainable, but also provides a clear roadmap of what needs to be done. Next, evaluate your current activities and commitments. Ask yourself whether these actions are aligned with your long-term goals, or if they serve immediate desires that may detract from your overall objectives. This evaluation will help you identify where you need to say no to ensure that your actions are congruent with your long-term aspirations. For example, if a long-term goal is to enhance your professional qualifications, you might need to decline social invitations that conflict with your study schedule. Similarly, if you are aiming to improve your physical health, saying no to frequent indulgences in unhealthy foods will be necessary. To effectively implement this strategy, develop a system of rewards for each milestone achieved towards your long-term goals. These rewards should celebrate your progress and help maintain motivation without compromising your objectives. For instance, after completing a significant project or a month of rigorous training, treat yourself to a meaningful reward that doesn't undo your efforts, like a professional massage or a weekend getaway. Additionally, maintain a visual representation of your progress. Whether it's a chart, a series of checklists, or a visual board, seeing the steps you've completed can provide a powerful motivation to keep going. It also reinforces the value of what you are working towards, making it easier to say no to distractions. Lastly, cultivate patience and resilience. The path to long-term success is often non-linear and can be fraught with setbacks. Maintain a positive outlook and remind yourself why your goals are worth the effort. Support from mentors, friends, or a like-minded community can also reinforce your commitment and help you navigate challenges. In summary, investing in long-term goals over immediate gratification is essential for meaningful achievements. It requires clarity, planning, and consistent effort. By mastering the art of saying no to distractions and unnecessary commitments, you safeguard your time and resources to focus on what truly matters, paving the way for significant accomplishments and personal satisfaction. Cultivating a support network for success. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher, Oprah Winfrey advises, emphasizing the significance of a supportive social network in achieving success. This lesson explores how building and maintaining a network of supportive relationships can enhance your ability to say no when necessary and focus on your long-term success. The importance of a supportive network cannot be overstated. Whether it's colleagues who understand your workload, friends who respect your life choices, or family members who support your aspirations, having a circle of support can make it significantly easier to maintain the discipline required to achieve your goals. Begin by assessing your current relationships. Identify which connections provide positive reinforcement and which might lead to negative pressures or distractions. Aim to strengthen relationships that are mutually beneficial and align with your values and goals. This might involve spending more time with those who encourage and inspire you, and respectfully distancing yourself from relationships that drain your energy or detract from your objectives. Next, actively seek to expand your network with individuals who share similar goals or who have achieved what you aspire to. Attending industry conferences, participating in community events, or joining specific online forums and groups can connect you with people who can offer guidance, mentorship, and support. These connections can provide valuable insights and encouragement that help you stay focused and resilient in the face of challenges. When it comes to saying no, a supportive network plays a crucial role. Discuss your goals and boundaries with your close contacts so they understand your decisions and can offer support rather than unintentional hindrance. For instance, if you are working towards a professional certification and need to study, friends who understand your goals are more likely to support your need to decline social invitations. Furthermore, cultivate relationships with mentors who can provide advice based on their own experiences. A mentor can help you navigate difficult decisions, including when and how to say no effectively. They can also serve as a sounding board, helping you to refine your strategies and maintain your focus on your priorities. Additionally, consider reciprocal support systems where you and your peers can support each other's goals. For example, create accountability groups where members check in on each other's progress, provide feedback, and celebrate achievements together. Such systems not only encourage consistency, but also make the journey towards your goals more enjoyable and less isolating. Lastly, remember to show appreciation for your support network. Acknowledge their contributions to your success and be ready to support them in return. Building and nurturing a network is a dynamic and ongoing process that requires giving as much as you receive. In summary, a robust support network is a powerful asset in your journey towards success. It reinforces your ability to make strategic decisions about where to invest your time and energy, including saying no when necessary. By cultivating meaningful relationships that uplift and support you, you create a foundation of mutual respect and encouragement that propels you towards your goals. Mastering emotional intelligence in decision-making. Emotional intelligence does not mean merely being nice. It means managing your emotions to communicate effectively, empathize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict, explains psychologist Daniel Goleman. This lesson focuses on enhancing emotional intelligence, EI, to better manage the responses to and implications of saying no, which is crucial for maintaining relationships and achieving personal success. Emotional intelligence is fundamental in recognizing your own emotional state and the emotions of others, and then using this awareness to guide your decision-making. This skill is particularly important when you need to decline offers or requests in a way that maintains relationships and respect. Start by developing self-awareness, the cornerstone of EI. Regularly reflect on your emotions and the factors that influence them. Understand what triggers stress or discomfort in you, especially in situations where you need to say no. Being aware of these triggers allows you to prepare and manage your reactions effectively. Next, work on self-regulation. This involves controlling or redirecting your disruptive emotions and adapting to change gracefully. When you need to refuse a request, think about your response before delivering it. Plan how to communicate your no in a way that is clear and respectful, but firm. This helps prevent feelings of guilt and anxiety that often accompany the act of saying no. Empathy is another critical component of emotional intelligence related to saying no. Try to understand the perspective and feelings of the person making the request. This understanding can help you tailor your response in a way that acknowledges their needs or feelings, even as you decline. For example, you might say, "I understand this project is important to you, and I appreciate your confidence in me. However, I have other commitments right now that prevent me from giving this the attention it deserves." Improving your social skills, another element of EI, is also essential. This includes your ability to communicate clearly and manage relationships. Use polite but assertive communication to ensure your no is understood and respected. Practice scenarios with a friend or mentor where you decline requests to refine your approach. Finally, use emotional intelligence to manage the aftermath of saying no. Monitor the other person's response and your own feelings after the interaction. If you sense tension or disappointment, consider following up with a conversation to reiterate your reasons, while expressing your willingness to help in other ways in the future. By enhancing your emotional intelligence, you not only become better at saying no, but also at doing so in a manner that maintains relationships and respects both your boundaries and the feelings of others. This skill not only aids in your personal growth, but also enhances your professional interactions, making you a more empathetic and effective leader, colleague, and friend. The role of consistency in saying no. Consistency is the hallmark of the unimaginative, Oscar Wilde wittily observed. Yet in the realm of personal and professional boundaries, consistency is key to effectiveness and reliability. This lesson delves into why maintaining consistency in how and when you say no is critical for setting clear expectations with others and for reinforcing your personal and professional boundaries. Consistency in saying no is not about rigidity, but about establishing predictable patterns of behavior that others can understand and expect. When you consistently apply the same criteria to decide what you will and won't engage with, People begin to respect your time and your priorities more because they understand where you stand. This consistency removes ambiguity and reduces the frequency of requests that are likely to be declined as people become more aware of your limits and values. To develop consistency, first clearly define your non-negotiables, those commitments, values, or tasks that you prioritize above all others. These are the aspects of your life and work where you are least likely to compromise and are most likely to say no to interruptions or competing demands. For example, if family time on weekends is a non-negotiable for you, consistently refusing work calls or emails during these times communicates your boundaries clearly. Next, communicate these priorities and boundaries clearly to your colleagues, friends, and family. The more openly and clearly you communicate, the easier it is for others to understand and remember your priorities. This clarity helps prevent misunderstandings and reduces the emotional labor involved in handling requests that conflict with your priorities. When you do say no, be as polite and firm as the first time you set the boundary. Consistency in your tone and manner reinforces your message. If people see that you're unwavering in your commitment to your priorities, they're less likely to push against your boundaries. However, be careful not to confuse consistency with inflexibility. It's important to reassess your priorities periodically and make adjustments as necessary, but these changes should also be communicated clearly and become part of your consistent pattern. Practicing consistency also means reflecting on and learning from instances where you may have faltered in maintaining your boundaries. Analyze situations where you said yes, but should have said no. Understand what pressures or justifications led to your decision and use this insight to strengthen your resolve for future interactions. Moreover, consistency in saying no helps in building trust and respect. When people know what to expect from you and you reliably act according to your stated boundaries and principles, your relationships are built on a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. This can lead to healthier interactions and more balanced dynamics, whether in personal relationships or professional environments. In summary, by being consistent in your ability to say no, you not only protect your time and well-being, but also educate others about your values and priorities, creating a more respectful and understanding environment for yourself and those around you. This consistency is not about limiting yourself, but about empowering yourself to focus on what truly matters. Leveraging the power of choice. Every choice you make has an end result, Zig Ziglar once remarked, underscoring the profound impact of our decisions on our lives. This lesson explores how embracing the power of choice underpins the ability to say no and guides us towards success. Making conscious, intentional choices about what we accept and decline is crucial for managing our resources effectively and living the life we aspire to. Choice is the act of selecting or making a decision when faced with two or more possibilities. The ability to choose confidently requires a clear understanding of your goals, values, and priorities. It also demands a recognition that every yes and no is a choice with potential consequences for your time, energy, and overall trajectory of your life or career. Begin by reflecting on the daily decisions you face. Whether they involve project opportunities, social engagements, or personal commitments, consider each as a choice rather than an obligation. This mindset shift is powerful. It moves you from a passive to an active role in your life, enabling you to take control and shape your future more deliberately. When you encounter a decision, weigh it against your long-term goals and core values. Ask yourself, does this align with my overarching objectives? Will this choice add value to my life or career, or will it detract from my goals? Visualize the potential outcomes of saying yes or no, and consider which aligns better with your vision for your life. This evaluative process strengthens your decision-making muscles. Over time, you'll become quicker and more adept at recognizing which choices serve your interests and which do not. This skill is critical because every decision, no matter how small, steers the course of your life in subtle ways. To enhance the power of choice, practice scenarios where you might typically say yes and consider saying no instead. For example, if you tend to take on extra tasks at work despite your heavy workload, role-play a scenario where you respectfully decline. Preparing for these situations can help you handle them more effectively when they occur in real life. Moreover, understanding that saying no can be a profound yes to something else can empower your choices. For instance, saying no to late-night work emails might be saying yes to quality time with family or much-needed personal relaxation. Recognizing and embracing these trade-offs as positive choices helps reinforce the value of your decisions. Finally, remember that choice implies responsibility. Owning your decisions, including the consequences they bring, fosters a sense of agency and accountability. It encourages you to make choices wisely, considering both immediate benefits and long-term impacts. By embracing and exercising your power of choice, you not only cultivate a life more attuned to your true desires, but also build an environment where your energies are spent on what truly matters. This intentional approach to decision-making ensures that your actions and commitments are always in service of your broader life goals, enhancing both personal satisfaction and professional achievement. Cultivating mindfulness and presence. Wherever you are, be all there. Jim Elliot's advice speaks volumes about the importance of mindfulness and presence in the context of saying no and managing life's demands. This lesson explores how developing mindfulness can enhance your ability to make informed choices, say no effectively, and ultimately, live a life aligned with your values and goals. Mindfulness involves being fully aware of the present moment, without overreaction, or being overwhelmed by what's happening around us. By cultivating mindfulness, you gain significant clarity in your thoughts and feelings, which is crucial for understanding what you truly need and want from your interactions and commitments. This heightened awareness helps you navigate the complexities of daily demands and the associated stress with greater ease. Start by integrating mindfulness practices into your daily routine. Activities like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or even mindful walking can help center your thoughts and calm your mind. These practices don't just reduce stress, they enhance your focus and awareness, which are essential for recognizing when and why to say no. As you become more present in each moment, you'll begin to notice the impact of each decision more acutely. This awareness allows you to see the real effects of overcommitting versus the benefits of focusing on what truly matters. Mindfulness also helps you become more attuned to your body's signals. Stress, fatigue, and overextension have physical manifestations, such as tension or exhaustion, which mindfulness can help you recognize before they become severe. In practical terms, apply mindfulness in your decision-making process by pausing before responding to requests. Use this pause to consider how the request aligns with your priorities and how it makes you feel. If you notice a sense of dread or overwhelm, it might be a sign that saying no is the best choice. Conversely, if the request excites you and aligns with your goals, it might warrant a yes. Additionally, mindfulness can improve your interactions with others by making you more empathetic. Understanding your own emotions helps you appreciate others' feelings and perspectives, making your communication more effective. When you must say no, you can do so in a way that acknowledges the feelings of others, thereby maintaining relationships even when you cannot meet their requests. To deepen your mindfulness practice, engage regularly in reflection. At the end of each day, review the decisions you made and how mindful you were in making them. Consider what you learned from each interaction and how you can apply this knowledge going forward. This reflection not only reinforces the practice of mindfulness, but also builds your confidence in handling similar situations in the future. By cultivating mindfulness and presence, you empower yourself to manage your life with intention and insight. This approach not only makes it easier to discern when to say no, but also enriches your life by ensuring that your actions are always aligned with your deepest values and aspirations. Through mindfulness, you can navigate the demands of life with poise and purpose, making each day more productive and fulfilling, harnessing the benefits of incremental progress. Small daily improvements over time lead to stunning results, says Robin Sharma, illustrating the power of incremental progress in personal and professional development. This lesson focuses on the strategic approach of embracing small, manageable changes to enhance your ability to say no, which contributes significantly to long-term success and well-being. Incremental progress, or the concept of Kaizen, involves making continuous small improvements that add up to substantial changes over time. This approach can be particularly effective in managing overwhelming tasks or goals that require sustained effort and discipline. By breaking down larger objectives into smaller, more achievable steps, you reduce the psychological barrier that often accompanies the thought of a significant change, making it easier to maintain focus and say no to distractions. To implement this strategy, start by identifying a long-term goal or a big project that seems daunting. Break this goal into smaller, actionable steps that can be accomplished on a daily or weekly basis. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, set a daily word count target rather than focusing on the complete manuscript. Each small step you complete successfully will build your confidence and reinforce your commitment to the larger goal. Incorporate these small tasks into your daily routine and prioritize them. Make saying no to requests that could interfere with these priorities a standard practice. This not only helps in maintaining your focus, but also in reinforcing your boundaries, as others begin to recognize and respect your commitment to these tasks. Furthermore, celebrate each small victory along the way. Recognizing and rewarding yourself for making incremental progress keeps your motivation high and makes the process enjoyable. Whether it's treating yourself to a coffee after a week of completed tasks or taking a day off after a month of steady progress, acknowledging your efforts is crucial. Another important aspect of embracing incremental progress is tracking your advancements. Use tools or apps to visually represent the progress you're making. This visual representation can be incredibly motivating as it provides concrete evidence of your achievements, no matter how small. It also helps in adjusting your strategies, as you can clearly see what is working and what isn't. Additionally, this approach teaches patience and perseverance, qualities essential for developing a robust habit of saying no. As you experience how small steps accumulate into significant achievements, you become more confident in your ability to manage your time and resources effectively. This confidence supports your ability to make tough decisions about what you allow into your life. Finally, apply the principle of incremental progress to your personal development as well. Focus on improving your skills of negotiation, communication, and assertiveness gradually. Each small improvement in these areas makes it easier to say no when necessary, and to do so in a way that is both effective and respectful. In conclusion, by harnessing the benefits of incremental progress, you not only achieve your goals more effectively, but also enhance your ability to maintain focus and discipline in your daily life. This methodical approach to growth and achievement empowers you to manage your commitments wisely, ensuring that each yes is as powerful and meaningful as each no. Evaluating and adjusting your strategies. Adaptability is about the powerful difference between adapting to cope and adapting to win. Max McKeown aptly captures the essence of strategic flexibility. This final lesson emphasizes the importance of regularly evaluating and adjusting your strategies for saying no, ensuring that they remain effective and align with your evolving goals and circumstances. Regular evaluation of your strategies is crucial because the dynamics of our personal and professional lives are constantly changing. What works today may not be as effective tomorrow, and new challenges or opportunities can arise that require different approaches. To maintain effectiveness in your ability to say no and manage your commitments, it's important to stay responsive to these changes. Start by setting a regular review schedule, monthly or quarterly, to assess how well your current strategies are working. During these reviews, ask yourself critical questions. Are my strategies for saying no still aligned with my long-term goals? Am I maintaining a good balance between my professional and personal life? Have there been any new developments or changes in my life that necessitate a shift in my approach? Gather feedback during this process from trusted colleagues, friends, or mentors. Others can often provide insightful perspectives on how your actions are perceived, which can help you refine your approach. This feedback is particularly valuable in professional settings where collaboration and team dynamics can be significantly impacted by how you communicate and enforce your boundaries. Also, consider the emotional and practical outcomes of your current strategies. Have you noticed a decrease in stress levels? Are you achieving more of your high-priority tasks? Evaluating both your feelings and your productivity can provide a holistic view of the effectiveness of your strategies. If your assessment reveals that certain strategies are no longer working or could be improved, don't hesitate to make adjustments. Perhaps you need to be more assertive in certain situations, or maybe you need to develop more flexible solutions for requests that you cannot fully decline. Whatever the case, adapting your strategies ensures that you continue to protect your time and energy effectively. It's also beneficial to experiment with new methods for saying no. For example, if direct refusal is difficult, try conditional yeses that allow you to maintain control over your workload, such as, "I can do this but not until next week. Will that work?" This method can be particularly useful in professional environments where turning down tasks outright is not always feasible. Additionally, stay informed about new tools and methods that can help streamline your workload and enhance your ability to maintain boundaries. Technologies, apps, and management techniques evolve rapidly, and leveraging these tools can make it easier to manage your commitments and communicate your needs. In conclusion, the ability to adapt your strategies for saying no is as important as the strategies themselves. By regularly evaluating and adjusting your approach, you ensure that your methods stay relevant and effective, helping you to achieve a sustainable balance between your commitments and your personal well-being. This adaptability not only makes you more effective in your personal and professional life, but also ensures that you continue to grow and succeed in an ever-changing world. As we bring our journey through the myth of doing it all, why success comes from saying no to a close, let's circle back to our opening discussion. We questioned the pervasive myth that doing more leads to greater success. Now you stand informed, perhaps even transformed, knowing that true success often comes from focused effort and the courage to say no to the non-essential. You've been equipped with strategies and insights that challenge the conventional hustle culture. The power to change your schedule, your workload, your life lies firmly in your hands. What will you do with this newfound knowledge? Will you continue to stretch yourself thin, or will you take a bold step toward prioritizing what truly matters? As you close this chapter, ponder this. What story are you living? Is it one of relentless busyness, or is it a narrative shaped by meaningful choices? Are you ready to apply the lessons we've explored to create a life defined not by how much you can do, but by how well you do what matters most? Remember, mastery of saying no isn't just about avoiding overload. It's about unlocking the greatest freedom you have, the ability to say yes to life's truest priorities. Like a sculptor who reveals art by removing excess stone, you too can uncover your best life by chiseling away the superfluous. Imagine a future where each day holds more promise because you've made space for it. This vision can be your reality. The journey doesn't end here. It's an ongoing process of choice, reflection, and growth. Continue to question, explore, and strive for mastery in the art of saying no. Reflect on the changes you will make, the boundaries you will set, and how you will empower yourself and potentially others. The insights from our time together are not mere suggestions. They are tools for a transformative way of living. Use them wisely to carve out a more intentional and fulfilling path forward. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. If you found value in our exploration, like this video, subscribe for more insights, and share your journey in the comments below. How will you redefine success in your life? What is the first no you will say that will lead to a more profound yes? Until next time, keep refining your ability to focus on what truly enriches your life. Here's to your continued success and happiness, crafted by your choices and actions. Keep striving, keep growing, and remember, the art of saying no is the secret to having it all where it truly counts.